It's my pleasure to welcome you to Maine's oldest continually operating family-owned speedway. My name is Bruce Helby, a race commentator, and tonight we feature the late model Sportsman Showdown, at one time in the year when the High Point men get to start right up front. Number 24, also a rookie in the Super Sportsman division, Rex Garrett in the number 24. Row 4 to the inside, in the number 5, David Bath to his outside. In the number 9, Phil Weeks. Next on the grid, in the number 19 is Russ Johnson. Craig Bernier is scheduled to go to the outside of row 5 in the number 23. Rookie Tim Wing in the number 92 rounds out heat number 1 for the Super Sportsman. Flagman Eddie Walsh gives the drivers the all clear. Points to turn number 4. And the green is out. Jeff Salibi down into turn 1 from the pole position. A side-by-side battle shaping up for position number 2. Actually, a three-way battle shaping up. Runner-up spot in the hands of Ed Strong in the 10-4, but he has all kinds of pressure from Lloyd Washburn to the outside and Tim Maloney at the back bumper. Very competitive Super Sportsman division in their second year of competition here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway, designed to be about halfway between the limited sportsman and the late models. Jeff Salibi continues to show the way. Tim Maloney has taken over the runner-up spot. Ed Strong goes third. Dave Bath is fourth, and Russ Johnson in that fifth place position. Tim Maloney trying to get beneath Jeff Salibi, not enough room, and he has to back out of it and let the number 40 go. Good move, because they would have been hooked up and piled up in turn number 1. Problems on the Ed Strong machine as he has had to back right out of it and go to the tail end of the lineup. Whether he just got out in the groove, or I guess he has a quarter panel down on the right rear. Right rear quarter panel down into the tire on the number 10. Halfway point, 5 down, 5 to go. Continues to be rookie Jeff Salibi showing the way. Tim Maloney is second. Russ Johnson races third now. Lloyd Washburn goes fourth. Caution on the field is Tim Wing as the number 92 facing traffic. Unable to refire the car until that caution prevails over the speedway. Young Tim Wing in the number 92 out of Gorham, Maine. Just out, I believe, his third time out ever in a race car. 5 laps recorded on the leaderboard. This time, Jeff Salibi will have to go at it side by side with hard-charging Tim Maloney in the number 69. Flagman Eddie Walsh points to turn number 4, says, hold it even, gentlemen. At turn 4, the green is out. Jeff Salibi with a nice move right off the pole. Takes over the point once again. Now Russ Johnson up to challenge for that runner-up position, so Maloney is going to look to the outside of the number 40. Russ Johnson trying to find racing room down low as he gets beneath the number 69 now and takes over that inside groove. No place Maloney to go but to continue on the outside and challenge race leader Jeff Salibi now. At turn number 3, Maloney on the move. Salibi gets sideways, and he is collected by the number 19. That will require the caution flag once again, as Ed Strong is unable to refire the car and Jeff Salibi unable to get the number 40 back underway in time. And all it takes is a little contact at these speeds, and cars quickly get out of shape with some quick repairs, and he will have to catch up now to the tail end of the lineup as Flagman Eddie Walsh has given the drivers the all clear. Evidently some problems on the car and unable to get it going. Green flag is out. Tim Maloney from the inside will show the way. Jeff Salibi takes the 40 right back on a pit road, so evidently repairs not complete. Cars working in lap number 8. Tim Maloney, a leader in the number 69. It will be 2 to go. Phil Weeks goes second. Third, Lloyd Washburn with a lot of pressure now from Darrell Ward in the number 80. Here comes Rex Garrett up the inside. Rex Garrett, son of rather famous racer Dick Garrett here some years ago. Darrell Ward continuing to work that outside groove as he works to the outside of Garrett and now takes a look to the outside of the number 4, running out as the caution flag comes down. Tim Maloney taking heat number 1 in the Super Sportsman division. Phil Weeks, Lloyd Washburn, then the number 80 of Darrell Ward, the number 24 of Rex Garrett. E&W Builders number 69, Tim Maloney, captures heat number 1 in the Super Sportsman division. Row 4 to the inside, in the number 54, Rick Furnett, and to his outside, in the number, well, scheduled to be there in the number 63, would be Tom Oliver, but unfortunately, Tom Oliver lost a drive shaft in warm-ups. And taking that spot is the number 19. That is Scott Reed from Limerick, Maine, in the number 19. Flagman Eddie Waltz gives the drivers the all clear as they work down to turn number 3, points to turn 4. Babb and Johnson, and the green is out. Bobby Babb with the advantage across the stripe. Shows the way through turns 1 and 2 down the backstretch. Gary Johnson now trying to find room to challenge Bobby Babb. Out of turn number 4, Babb brings him down to lap number 1, followed by Gary Johnson, Tim Land, Scott Watts, and Mike Mayetta Jr. Challenge is for second, Tim Land. He gets beneath the number 53. They go at it side by side for the runner-up position. Tim Land on the low side. Gary Johnson to the high side. Johnson hangs on to position number 2. Late model sportsman division has seen 12 different winners in the 1992 season thus far. The battle continues to be waged wheel to wheel for position number 2. And it continues to be Gary Johnson with the power to the outside. Tim Land not going to let go on the inside. They go wheel to wheel. Johnson by a bumper. Working lap 6 of this 10-lap qualifier. Oh, Land off the pace. Almost gets it stopped as he slides up against the tie-up area. Fortunately, got the car slowed down. Bobby Babb on the pole in the number 4. Gary Johnson in the number 53 to his outside will bring the group to turn 4, and the green is out. Bobby Babb with about a half car length lead across the stripe. Smoke from the 53, it looked like. Hard to tell whether that was tire smoke. It kind of looked like tire smoke. Difficult to tell. Gary Johnson now trying to set up for a challenge to the outside of race leader Bobby Babb. Meanwhile, the F80 going to fill that inside lane, and the flagman says just 2 laps to go. Bobby Babb with a mirror full of hard-charging late models. Behind him, Gary Johnson on the outside. Scott Watts to the inside. White flag is out, 1 to go. Scott Watts looking for room beneath the number 4. It just wasn't there. He had to back out of it. They come to turn number 4. Checkered flag is in the air. Bobby Babb puts it down. And too close to call for that second place position between Scott Watts and Gary Johnson. Then the 54 of Rick Furnett and the number 3 of young Mike Mayetta Jr. And here's your winner of heat number 1 in the late model ranks, out of Windham, Maine, driving the IGA hometown proud number 4, Bobby Babb. Now rolling on the Speedway heat number 2 for the Super Sportsman. 2 cars slated to go in this qualifier. Doug Shores, winningest driver in the division, has not yet made an appearance in the 07, nor has the number 27 of Richard Pelton. Hopefully nothing serious on those two machines. Very, very competitive super sportsmen. Coming to turn 4, green. Jimmy Emerson from the pole will lead the way. Challenge now for the runner-up position as Dave Sprague dives to the inside of Danny Palmer. They go at it wheel to wheel. And right back through the field, it's a side-by-side battle. Dave Sprague takes over that runner-up position as he gets the advantage. From the low side, here comes Chris Rule to take over position 3. Danny Palmer goes 4th. Here comes Willie Elliott up the inside. We have had 9 different feature winners in this highly competitive super sportsman division. Jim Emerson has claimed 3 feature events in the Subway number 2. Willie Elliott, a 2-time feature winner in the 08, running 4th. Chris Rule, a 2-time winner, sits in 3rd place right now. They're coming to the halfway mark, indicates starting. Eddie Walsh continues to be Jim Emerson with all kinds of pressure from Dave Sprague. Chris Rule is 3rd, Willie Elliott 4th, Kevin Durgan goes 5th, but he has a challenger now on his right rear quarter panel, Steve Howard. Steve Howard with an impressive win here in the Super Sportsman Showdown. Steve Howard once again trying to march up the outside. Sits to the outside of current point leader Kevin Durgan. Flagman indicates it will be just 2 laps to go. So if Steve Howard is going to advance, he has just 2 more times around to do it. Howard with a slight advantage now as he puts a fender ahead down into turn number 3. Takes a look to the outside of Willie Elliott. White flag is down. Elliott took a look to the inside of the 14. No room, had to back out of it. Here comes Steve Howard now. He is up to the outside of Willie Elliott, making a challenge for that 4th place position. As they come to turn 4, the checkered flag is in the air. Jim Emerson will claim the qualifier over Dave Sprague, Chris Rule, Willie Elliott, and Steve Howard. In the number 44 is Pete Rondo. Row 3, the number 35 and Paul Johnson, and to his outside in the number 41, Gary Balsafa. Row 4 in the number 34, Bob Libby. To his outside, the 32 of Joe Bowser. And the 0, Barry Babb. 10 laps on tap. These are your high point late model sportsmen. Once again, inverted lineup tonight with the high point men starting up front. Flagman Eddie Walsh gives the drivers the all clear as they glance back one more time from turn 3. At turn 4, the green comes out. Mike Mayetta by a bumper as they cross the stripe as he gets the quick jump. Puts a fender ahead out of turn number 2, trying to take it over. It looks like he may just do it as he squeezes the 13 ahead of number 33 and Mike Johnson. Runner-up in the point standing right now, Mike Mayetta Sr., knowing that every point is precious, puts the number 33 to the front, and he has all kinds of pressure now from the point leader, Mike Johnson. Mike Johnson came into tonight's race meet with just a 13-point advantage over Mike Mayetta. Glenn Cusack going 3rd, is 3rd in the point standing. Paul Johnson up to go side by side with Pete Rondo for that 4th place position. So in these showdown events, just because the high point man starts on the pole, as we found out last week with the Super Sportsman, that doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be able to hang on to that spot. Mike Johnson now takes a look to the outside of Mayetta. Very, very close battle as they were tied at the mid-season point. If things continue as they are right now, Mike Mayetta would cut into that point lead by 1 if he can hang on to the lead position. Just a 1-point advantage, finishing in first over second in the qualifying heat. White flag is down, just 1 lap to go. Mike Mayetta looking to reduce Mike Johnson's point lead by 1 if he can stay ahead of him in this qualifier. They exit turn 4, checkered flag is in the air. Mike Mayetta Sr., Mike Johnson, Andy Cusack, Paul Johnson, and Bobby Libby. Some of the very best late model sportsmen anywhere in the Northeast. One of the few tracks where the local Saturday night cars are able to do battle in an even, competitive manner with the American Canadian Tour when they come to town. And of course, the Tour will come to town one more time in 1992 to do battle with these late models from the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. And right now, is the winner of heat number 2 in the Mayetta construction, number 13, Mike Mayetta Sr. To his outside, and the number 25, Kevin Buck. Row 7, the number 50, Alan Burraby, and to his outside, the number 56, Robert Bodwell Jr. The number 28 is driven by Jeff Severance. The number 83, Donnie Whitney. 15 laps on tap, 12 cars to qualify. These are your lower point limited sportsmen eligible for a starting spot in the main event. Assistant starter Junior Niles handling the flags for limited sportsman heat number 1. Pace car will make its way onto the infield pit road. Once again, David Wiles on the pole. Jerome Bushy in the number 18 to his outside. At turn 4, the green is out. David Wiles shows the way. Jackie Roussel right up the inside to challenge for that runner-up position. Side-by-side battle. The advantage to the inside. Jackie Roussel in the 19. Sparks from the number 62 of Jeff Charland. Hopefully nothing serious. Tell us we have just enough cars for the 2 heats to give us the main event, so no consi tonight. All these cars will qualify for the main event. Continues to be David Wiles showing the way. Jackie Roussel runs second. Jerome Bushy is third. David Raymond is fourth. And Charlie Roussel goes 5th. On the move once again in the number 18, Jerome Bushy. David Wiles doing a nice job with all kinds of pressure. Continues to be Jackie Roussel at the back bumper and working hard to the outside. Jerome Bushy in the number 18. Bushy takes it way up high, tries to draw it even. It continues to be Wiles with the advantage. But Bushy not going to give it up on the outside. Taking it over now on the backstretch, the number 18, Jerome Bushy. Rookie in this division with a fine drive, doing it the hard way up the outside. That drops David Wiles back to second. Jackie Roussel goes third. Charlie Roussel is fourth. And the battle is for fifth. Jeff Charland on the low side, David Raymond to the high side. All kinds of bumper tag going on out of turn number 2 down the backstretch, and the drivers do a nice job of straightening that out. Tango off turn number 4. Several cars involved. That will require the caution flag. As we have a car up against the tire barrier out of turn number 4, that will put the field under caution. Cars involved there were the 56 Robert Bodwell, the 83 Donnie Whitt, and I believe it's the 28 Jeff Severance, and he is going to be able to drive away from that. So all clear once again. Starter Junior Niles looks the field over, points to turn number 4, indicating they need to hold it even. Green is out. Jerome Bushy continues to show the way right from the pole position. On the move out in the third groove, Wayne Poland. Tough move as he is right out against the backstretch wall, trying to do it the hard way up in that third groove. Has to drop back down into a column of 2. Jeff Charland momentarily was going 3 wide, but he got the car back down low. Now the 74 Gary Adams gets the car sideways and straightens it back out again. And now Charland takes it up into the infield, up against one of the sand barriers. He appeared to be completely off the track. So we'll have to wait and see the car there against the sand barrier. And they will put the cars under caution as he sits there with the driver's door to the traffic, just to the inside of the track, headed down into turn number 3. Well, we're ready to get back underway again as the green comes out. Cars out of turn number 4, and taking over the lead once again, Jerome Bushy in the number 18. David Wiles back to second place. Jackie Roussel hung on the outside with a challenge now from David Raymond in the number 3 to the low side. They go at it side by side for position number 3. Wayne Poland up to battle for that 4th place position. Impressive run by the number 18 tonight as he continues to put distance on the field. After a strong run up the outside, he has been able to stretch out his lead over the runner-up, David Wiles, in the number 29, and the rest of the field in this first qualifier for the Limited Sportsman. Junior Niles indicates just 2 to go next time by, so as they continue to jockey for positions from position 4 on back, those positions are up for grab. 2 to go. Charlie Roussel now out of the groove, right out into that 3rd groove. It's as though he might have been headed on a pit road, but he continues on the backstretch. White flag is out as Jerome Bushy has about a half straightaway lead now over the rest of the pack. Checkered flag in the air. Jerome Bushy captures heat number 1, followed by David Wiles, David Raymond, Wayne Coleman, Jackie Roussel. A couple of those cars across the line nearly side by side. And we'll wait for the official word on positions 3 and 4. Very, very tight leaderboard shows the finish, and here's your winner down at the start finish line area, Jerome Bushy in the Mainly Roofing number 18 with a fine run tonight, and definitely a car to watch in the upcoming main event a little bit later on. The number 75, Don Morse. The number 61 is driven by Gordon Nelson. In the number 78 is Dave Fecto. Danny Mubar behind the wheels of the number 24. Dennis Hall in the number 94 and current point leader in the number 111, Pee-wee Knight. Mike Field back at the tail end of the lineup as he is elected to start at the back of this qualifier. Once again, 15 laps on tap. All the cars qualify for the main. Flagman Eddie Welch gives the drivers the all clear as they work the backstretch. Whitey Meserve and Ron Smith will bring the field to turn 4. And the green is out. Whitey Meserve from the inside will show the way. Ryan Shepard trying to get up to challenge to the inside of Ron Smith. Smith hangs on to the runner-up position. Shepard is third. Then comes Dave Langlis and Ken McLeod. And on the move on the outside, defending champion of this limited sportsman division in the number 37, Larry Gelinas. These are your high point men in the limited sportsman division. Problems on the number 61 as he got off the pace. Evidently just had to back out of it. Once again, the car on the move. Larry Gelinas in the number 37. He is up to the outside of Dave Langlis now. Car we missed in the lineup, Billy Thompson in the number 6. Goes 10th on the grid. Ron Smith doing a nice job as he has just not given up on the outside. He now goes to the outside of Dave Langlis and takes a look to the outside of race leader Whitey Meserve. Meserve continues to show the way. Ron Smith with a fine run on the outside. Ryan Shepard now in the outside groove along with Larry Gelinas in the 37 and Steve Berry in the number 7. So getting stacked up into a column of twos. They come out of the 4-turn side by side. Ron Smith takes it over by a bumper as they cross the stripe as they approach the halfway point indicated by starter Eddie Walsh. Coming to the halfway point. Whitey Meserve going to try to take it over, but it still is Ron Smith in the 49 across that stripe first, only by a bumper. Now puts the car by on the backstretch as he puts the 49 to the point, out and around Meserve in the number 08. Rookie Ryan Shepard in the number 34 now attempting to follow suit up the outside as Ron Smith was successful with his bid to the outside of Meserve. Young Ryan Shepard with defending champion Larry Gelinas in tow along with Steve Berry. Now in that outside crew, Billy Thompson also works to the outside of the number 75 of Donnie Morse. Tight bumper to bumper, wheel to wheel racing by the high point men in the limited sportsman division. Very competitive division as they go at it bumper to bumper and wheel to wheel. Flagman indicates just 2 laps to go. Impressive run by Ron Smith as he has been able to stretch out his lead over second place competitor Whitey Meserve and the rest of the pack. Ron Smith was able to do what no one else has done tonight, and that's go to the outside and take it to the front. White flag is down. Ron Smith was a feature event winner here about 3 weeks ago. And certainly has the 49 in winning form tonight, capturing heat number 2, followed by Meserve, Langless, Ryan Shepard, and Ken McLeod. That's unofficially the top 5. And a tight battle amongst the high point men in this limited sportsman division. And here's your winner down at the start-finish line area. Fine run tonight in the number 49, Ron Smith. Car is sponsored in part by Johnson's Garage. Sits in the number 14 right at the tail end of the line. That's Willie Boucher. Has captured 2 limited sportsman B-main events along with several other drivers. Well, the base car makes its way onto the infield pit road. At turn 4, green is out. 3 wide out of turn 4. Dennis Featherson from the outside. Rookie makes a nice move. We have cars crossed up in turn 2. Traffic jam in turn 2. Cars sideways. Among them, Gene Terrio sits to the low side. The caution flag will come out. 57 Rod Hughes. We have another car we can't quite see the number. 99, the other car sitting to the low side there, coming out of turn 2 on the backstretch. So several cars disabled. And once again, that puts the field under caution. Things not going the way he would have them go, that's for certain. Well, right now, rookie Dennis Featherson on the pole in the number 4 has Andy Gayu to his outside. Green is out as they approach turn 4. Flagman caught them napping just a bit. Dennis Featherson shows the way, has all kinds of pressure from Beaver Norton in the number 38. Cars tangle on the backstretch once again. And Willie Boucher is collected there, along with the 96 of John Maycomer, the 41. Gene Terrio, the number 13 rather. The main event, capturing the 200 lap American Canadian Tour race at Mosport International Speedway. So Robbie Crouch's fortunes have turned around a bit here in the month of August. Well, right now, we are ready to try it again at turn 4. Green is out. And once again, the number 4, Dennis Featherson, shows the way. Beaver Norton in the number 38 goes at it side by side with Andy Gayu. Beaver Norton to the low side. Andy Gayu in the high side. Beaver Norton, with just a few weeks of competition under his belt in the 92 season, is of course a seasoned veteran. Tangle on the backstretch as the car gets turned about and off over the top of turn number 3, and that will require the caution flag once again as the lights are out atop the pace car. And we're doing this one a lap at a time. Once again, rookie Dennis Featherson on the pole. Green comes out. It is Beaver Norton with the advantage by a half car length as they cross the stripe. Featherson back to challenge from the inside, but Norton will take it over from the outside. Beaver Norton, your new leader. Dennis Featherson goes second. Scott Chapman third. Spin between turns 3 and 4. 58. It will be 2 to go when they come to the stripe this time. No white flag. Viva Norton, 1 to go. Dennis Featherson, Scott Chapman. Then comes Dave Jackson in a battle with Roger Williams. Leader coming to turn 4. Checkered flag is out. And the semi-feature goes to Viva Norton. Second place, Dennis Featherson. Then Scott Chapman, Dave Jackson, and Roger Williams. And here's your B-main winner. Driving the number 38 in just about 4 times out. He has captured 2 semi-features. Young man who is always a hard charger. He's on now to collect the hardware from the Mayetta Construction Company. Always a night that the drivers thoroughly enjoy, because the Mayetta family enjoys getting these super trophies. So I think it's a reason to try just a little bit harder. The officials say the drivers are set. Ready, ladies and gentlemen, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Gentlemen, start your engines. This time, Flagman Eddie Walsh shows the drivers the clenched green flag as they pass the flag stand. Two former champions occupy the front row, each with 3 wins apiece. Which one will claim, if either, win number 4? All clear from atop the flag stand. Now once again as the drivers glance back one more time. Pace car makes its way onto the infield pit road. Mike Johnson, Mike Mayetta bring the field to turn 4. Green is out. Mike Johnson this time from the low side takes it over. Mike Mayetta down to follow on the backstretch. Glenn Cusack, Paul Johnson. Rondo is hot on the outside, no place to go but stay in that outside groove. Mike Johnson evidently decided he would not let Mike Mayetta get the jump as he did in the qualifying heat. We're going to watch on the race leader in just a moment. Top 5 breaking away just a little bit as Bobby Libby takes over that 5th place position, and they quickly begin to put distance on the rest of the field. Mike Johnson turning the track in 15.49. Just under 15.5 seconds per lap on your race leader. Mike Johnson continues to circle the track at 15.5 seconds per lap. Perhaps a car to particularly keep your eye on is the number 2, as he has come into a strong stretch here at the end of the month of August. Glenn Cusack with some strong runs. Able to sit right there at the back bumper of the number 13. Also Paul Johnson and Bobby Libby not to be counted out. Pete Rondo goes 6. Joe Bowser 7. Gary Pelsper is 8. Barry Babb 9. And Gary Johnson in 10. Glenn Cusack gradually reining in Mike Mayetta, it would appear, as he seemed to close it right up on the number 13. Mike Johnson continuing to turn at the 15.5 mark. Will now have to deal with the first lap car. Scott Reed, first time out with the number 19. Appears to be taking the car on the pit road. Evidently just kind of working with the car, making his first appearance here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway. Cars working in lap number 16. Mike Johnson gradually putting a little distance on Mike Mayetta, but no sooner said that, Mike Mayetta kind of closed it in just a little bit. Glenn Cusack continues to run third. And the top three have put some distance on the fourth and fifth place competitors, Paul Johnson and Bobby Libby. Bobby Libby takes a look to the outside of Paul Johnson now, as the challenge now is for that fourth place position. Halfway point. And things are tightening up at that fourth place position now with Bobby Libby putting the pressure on Paul Johnson. Pete Rondo closes it in. Will now challenge Bobby Libby to the inside. They tangle going down the backstretch into turn number 3. Bobby Libby is turned about, gets the car right back underway, but with it he loses all kinds of time and position. Tangle down into turn number 1. Barry Babb and the 44 Pete Rondo come together. Rondo takes the 44 right on the pit road. Now our leader Mike Johnson up into traffic as he has to work his way out and around the number 7 of Craig Strout. Strout holds the car down low and the leaders go by, and it is a scramble. As the back half of this pack got hung up and lost a lot of time. Now it's a scramble for positions. From position 5 on back, Gary Johnson in that 5th place position. Then comes Barry Babb 6th. Scott Watts is 7th. Bobby Babb 8th. Mike Mayetta up to challenge Babb for that 8th place position. Bobby Libby, after his spin, trying to work himself back up through the pack. Goes to the outside of Joe Bowser. Bowser boxed in traffic. It will be 5 to go, indicates starter Eddie Walsh. Five to go for leader Mike Johnson. Mike Mayetta second. Glenn Cusack is third. Paul Johnson goes fourth. Gary Pulsifer fifth. Then comes Gary Johnson, Barry Babb, Scott Watts, Bobby Babb, and Bobby Libby. Flagman indicates next time by, just 2 to go. And some heavy traffic for Mike Johnson now. 2 to go. White flag down for Mike Johnson. Mike Mayetta, Glenn Cusack. Paul Johnson. Gary Pulsifer. Checkered flag out. Mike Johnson claims the showdown. Adds to his point lead just a little bit as he finished 1 position ahead of the man who sits second in the point standings, Mike Mayetta Sr. Coasting down to collect the colors now from flagman Eddie Walsh. Ready to make his parade lap. A former champion looking to add another to his long list of championships. Mike Johnson. The 33 is sponsored in part by Polar Beverages along with R.J. Grondin. A.J. Kennedy, our Fowler Excavating, high torque engines, Pleasant Hill Gardens and Action Racing, helping to keep the 33 in championship form. Fine run tonight by runner-up Mike Mayetta in the number 13, and in third place in the number 2, Glenn Cusack. But tonight the showdown belonged to the young man who just returned the colors to our flagman. And in just a few moments we'll be able to hear from our feature winner at trackside as Mike Johnson prepares to exit the 33. Let's go trackside.
Mike, congratulations, winner of the Late Model Sportsman Showdown event. Good work.
Thank you very much.
Now, is this the kind of race that you enjoy, running out there to start right up front, or is some of the challenge missing for you?
I hate it.
You got to be honest about it. Some of the drivers have said that. What is lacking when you start out there?
Well, first of all, I've never started up there much to begin with, so you just have different feelings and different thoughts about starting up there. You know, the challenge is passing everybody, hopefully beating. You know, whether you win or not, you start the back of 20 cars and you end up finishing 4th, 5th, whatever. You've got quite of accomplishment, really.
When you line up side by side with, in this case, Mike Mayetta, do you as drivers discuss that at all and say, we're up front, it's a pretty clean race out there, and talk about what you're going to do?
Yeah, we're both going to win. No, we don't. We just say, you know, good luck to each other, we're going to go for it, and whoever comes out, you know, as you showed in the heat, my car was a little off a little bit, and he got a good start, and, you know, he beat me. Fair and square, you know, and he didn't this time, though.
In the feature race, the tables are turned. This is...
They had a construction. I always do good. They do good by me, and Mikey don't usually do this good.
He usually does. You're going to go back and wave this in his face so you got the family's first place trophy. Arnold Mayetta has the presentation for you. Arnold?
On behalf of the Mayetta Construction family, we congratulate you with first place.
Thank you very much. We appreciate it. We really appreciate Mayetta's sponsoring these races. It helps a lot.
Congratulate you again. Ladies and gentlemen, Mike Johnson.
Row 15, Danny Bubar in the 24 and Dennis Hall in the 94. Row 16, Donnie Colbert in the number 86 and current point leader in the number 111, Pee Wee Knight. Turn 4, green is out. David Wiles from the point shows the way. Jackie Roussel in second place. Jerome Bushy goes third. Bumper to bumper action all down the backstretch through turn 3 to turn 4. 3 wide racing out of turn number 4. Wayne Poland takes it up to position number 4. Charlie Roussel in that 5th place position. Then comes David Raymond, Tim Gendron, Gary Adams, Alan Burraby, Jeff Charland, Kevin Buck, the top dozen. Almost a repeat of the heat action. David Wiles, Jackie Roussel, and Jerome Bushy working the outside groove. Loses some ground, drops back to 4th place position as Wayne Poland takes over the 3rd place position in the number 79. Remember that strong heat run by Jerome Bushy in the number 18. And I'm sure he is looking to duplicate that if he possibly can. Right now, he is in a battle for the 4th place position as Charlie Roussel gets beneath the number 18. Tangle on the backstretch. Sparks from the number 30. He has to back right out, and Sparks continue to trail from the number 30 of Ken McLeod, and he is off the pace. Meanwhile, back up front, man on the move, Wayne Poland in the number 79. Poland has it up to the outside now of the 2nd place contender. Looks to the outside of race leader David Wiles. Wayne Poland on the move. On the backstretch, he draws it even with the race leader down into turn number 3. They go side by side to turn 4, but we have a tangle right between turns 3 and 4. Cars squeeze by. Cars involved there, the 18. And that will require the caution flag as the number 10 sits crosswise entering turn number 4. Well, the flagman has moved the cars back into a column of 2s, and now he gives the drivers the all clear as they glance back to the flag stand from the backstretch area. We have 7 laps recorded on the leaderboard of this 30-lap main event for the limited sportsman. This time, Wayne Poland sits on the pole position in the number 79. As David Wiles to his outside. Flagman says pick it up. The green is out. Wayne Poland from the inside front row brings Jackie Roussel right up the inside along with Gary Adams up to 3rd. That drops David Wiles back to 4th. David Raymond goes 5th. Once again, High Point men start at the end of the lineup. So in addition to keeping your eye on the leaders, you want to keep an eye on some of these High Point men as they weave their way up through the pack. Dennis Hall on the move in the number 94. He is the runner-up just by a scant couple of points. 3 wide racing back in the pack. Ken McLeod goes between cars. Tangle, the 49, is crossed up and spins it along with a 111, current point leader. Pee Wee Knight in the 111. Ron Smith, who had that terrific heat run, now they find themselves at the very end of the pack. Cars tangle in turn 2. David Wiles turned about. David Raymond also. Other cars crossed up now on the backstretch. The number 30 once again involved. Ken McLeod. The 56, Robert Bodwell. The 75, Donnie Morse. And that puts the field under caution once again. Trouble spot there out of turn 2 on the backstretch. The field is set. Flagman Eddie Walsh gives the drivers the all clear as they stage on the backstretch. 10 laps down, 20 to go. And once again, Wayne Pohl on the pole, looking to reestablish himself as the leader. At turn 4, Flagman looks him over. Green is out. Wayne Poland by a fender over Jackie Roussel as they race to turn number 1. Gary Adams now dives to the inside of the 19 to take over that runner-up position. Jeff Severance goes 4th. Mike Field up to battle for that 5th place position as he works to the inside of Alan Burby in the number 50. Gary Adams trying to get that runner-up spot to himself. Jeff Severance now up trying to take over 3rd from Roussel. Roussel sideways out of turn number 4. Almost got it hooked up with the number 50 of Alan Burby. Some 3 wide racing through turn 2. Very tough to do. Little bumper tag between turns 3 and 4. Somehow they get sorted out. Everybody stays straight. Right down in the front stretch area. Leaves the number 62 to the inside. The number 50 disabled, barely moving. And that puts the field under caution once again. Dennis Hall also deep in the lineup as he has returned from pit road. Danny Bubar, a couple of positions ahead of Pee Wee Knight. Going to be interesting in terms of how the points shake out. But right now, the flagman is ready, looks him over, and the green is out. Gary Adams puts the fender ahead across the stripe. Wayne Poland hard up the inside, draws it even once again into turn 2. They go side by side down the backstretch into turn 3. Wayne Poland reestablishes his lead by about a half car length out of turn 4. Adams now finds himself to the outside of Mike Field in a battle for 2nd. Loses ground just a little bit. We're coming to the halfway point. It will be 15 down, 15 to go when they cross the stripe this time. Wayne Poland continues to show the way. Mike Field is 2nd. Jeff Severance up to 3rd. Gary Adams hung on the outside. Dave Langless trying to take over that 4th place position. Tango on the backstretch. 2 cars off over the top of turn number 3. Get at least one of those cars back. That's Jackie Roussel. Caution flag will rule the field once again. Next stand, as the wrecker will make its way out and around the barrier there, protecting the end of the pit area. Flagman says hold it even at turn 4, green. It is out. This time, Wayne Poland and Mike Field go at it wheel to wheel. They rub down into turn number 1. Wayne Poland to the inside, Mike Field to the outside. Field puts a bumper ahead on the outside. Out of turn 4, Wayne Poland takes it over from the inside. Comes across the stripe, about a half car length over the number 88. Dave Langless up to challenge now for that second place position. Jeff Severance, strong running rookie. Dave Langless takes over the runner-up position. Mike Field back to 3rd. Then comes Jeff Severance 4th and Gary Adams in 5th. Jeff Morgan runs 6th. David Raymond is 7th. Dennis Quinn 8th. Larry Gelinas 9th. And Danny Bubar in 10th. So of those high point men, Danny Bubar is making the greatest headway. Danny Bubar came into tonight's race meet just 2 points out of second position. So he is looking to advance up to the 9th place position now. Dennis Hall still back deep in the pack with point leader Pee Wee Knight. So it would appear that if things continue as they are right now, Danny Bubar is going to profit from the opportunity to gain some points and perhaps a position. Problems on the number 6 of Billy Thompson. He's headed on a pit road, and the number 19 of Jackie Roussel. Right out in front of traffic, and the car's coming to a stop. He is clipped by Donnie Whitten as the number 19 coasted to a stop. I think that was a surprise to everyone. Donnie Whitten fortunately got most of his car by, but clipped the left rear of the number 19, what could have been a real disaster. Tough break. Donnie Whitten takes the 83 on a pit road, and evidently something just gave out on the 19. Running short as flagman Eddie Walsh gives the drivers the all clear. 22 laps recorded on the leaderboard, 22 down, 8 to go in tonight's limited sportsman main event. Once again, Wayne Poland on the pole. Look for a start at turn 4, and the green is out. Wayne Poland with the advantage over Dave Langless. Mike Field up to challenge Langless now for that runner-up position. The battle is for second. Mike Field to the low side. Dave Langless to the high side. Then comes Jeff Severance and Jeff Morgan in a battle for the next position. Advantage on the low side as Mike Field is able to get into that second place position. Jeff Severance, Dave Langless go at it side by side for position number 3. Jeff Morgan sits in position 5. Then comes Dennis Quinn in a battle with Gary Adams for the next position. Lap winding down, 5 to go. And in the points battle, Danny Bubar seems to be in a position to perhaps gain a position and go from 3rd to 2nd if he can continue. Several positions ahead of Dennis Hall in the number 94. Wayne Poland will see the 2 flags indicating 2 laps to go next time by the start-finish line, looking to claim his first Limited Sportsman main event of the 92 season. Outstanding run tonight as he has dominated the point position. Has all kinds of pressure from a veteran at his rear bumper, Mike Field. Now on the move, the defending champion Larry Gelinas in the number 37. White flag comes down. Wayne Poland has one lap to continue in the spot that he has occupied. Tango in turns 3 and 4. Checkered flag comes down. Wayne Poland. And a big pile up in turns 3 and 4. Cars still scrambling across the line. And the top 5 managed to survive, but a massive tangle from about position 7, 6 or 7 on back. We'll give you a report as we get it. Cars involved there, Ron Smith in the number 49, Danny Bubar in the 24, I believe the 78, Dave Fecto. Indication from the safety crew is that all the drivers indicate that they are okay. So once again, the good fortune is that apparently no driver injury, but a lot of cars involved, high point men involved, unable to get across the line. But the young man who put it all together tonight is down at the start-finish line area. He will make his parade lap in the number 79 from Windham, Maine, Wayne Poland, grabbing his first Limited Sportsman main event of the 1992 season, making his parade lap, and we'll have a chance to hear from Wayne Poland, who becomes the 17th feature event winner in this highly competitive Limited Sportsman division. 3 weeks ago, it was a B main for Wayne Poland. Tonight, the main event. Outstanding runs also by the runner-up, Mike Field in the number 88, and the rookie in the number 28 in the 3rd position, Jeff Severance. And turn 4 is certainly a traffic jam. Wayne Poland will have to somehow weave his way down through the infield to get back to the start-finish line area. Not the typical way that you have to make the parade lap back through the infield grass, but I'm sure that matters not to this young man who's got to be mighty happy tonight to capture a feature event over a highly competitive field. And as he returns the colors to Flagman Eddie Walsh, being congratulated by runner-up Mike Field and 3rd place finisher Jeff Severance. And an outstanding run, and we go trackside now for a chance to hear from tonight's Limited Sportsman winner.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Limited Sportsman feature winner, Wayne Poland. Wayne, congratulations. Well, you were the lucky one up front. I know you didn't get to see anything in your rearview mirror, but you saw the remains as you came out of turn 4. You had to be glad to be where you were all night.
Yeah, I was real glad, and I just hope everybody's all right. Nobody likes to see anything end like that.
Everybody looks well. It seems that you had a pretty easy night out front. They had a few challenges, but they didn't seem too difficult to handle.
Yeah, I thought Mike would be the hard one, and when I got him, I knew I was pretty much all set.
Well, we congratulate you. It was a hard-fought race. Arnie Maeta from Maeta Construction has the 1st place trophy for her, and of course, with the size of this hardware, it will certainly look good on the shelf. Arnold?
Congratulations to the Construction family to your 1st place win.
Thank you very much.
And the $50 gift contingency from Big A Auto Parts goes to the Limited Sportsman division here tonight, so we congratulate you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, a nice round of applause for Wayne Poland. Stay tuned and hold on to your ticket stubs, because following the Super Sportsman feature race, we will be drawing for a Cellular One portable phone, car phone. Bruce Elder, back to you.
All right, waiting on deck, the Super Sportsmen are sitting at the turn 3 pit exit. Flagman Eddie Walsh once again gives the drivers the all clear as they glance to the backstretch one more time. Pace car makes its way onto the infield pit road. Jeff Salibi, Lloyd Washburn bring him to turn 4, and green is out. Jeff Salibi from the inside. Ed Strong right up to challenge for that second place position as he races to the low side of Lloyd Washburn. Tim Maloney on the move as he races up to the back bumper of the number 10 Ford. Continues to be rookie Jeff Salibi showing the way. Ed Strong to second. Tim Maloney is third. Side by side for fourth. Phil Weeks takes it over. Brings Jim Emerson right up the inside with him. Problems on the number 4. As cars slow, we get a little bumper tag. Fluid pouring from the 08 of Willie Elliott, it would appear, and that will put the field under caution. Fluid all down through turn 1 to turn 2. Promote your business here at the great sport of auto racing. Well, right now, Flagman Eddie Walsh has given the drivers the all clear. The pace car makes its way onto the infield pit road. And we're ready to restart it. Turn 4 and the green is out. Jeff Salibi once again shows the way from the point position. On the move on the outside. Ed Strong in the number 10. Trying to get up to challenge race leader Jeff Salibi. High charging Tim Maloney at the rear bumper of our race leader. So he has all kinds of pressure, both to the low side and the high side. Battle is for second. Tim Maloney with a slight advantage on the low side. Ed Strong hanging on the outside. Then comes Darrell Ward in position number 4. Phil Weeks and Dave Bath go at it wheel to wheel. Then comes Jim Emerson and Danny Palmer. Dave Sprague and Gary Klopp, I believe, to his outside. Doug Shores and Chris Rule side by side. Door handle to door handle racing in this Super Sportsman division from position 2 right straight back through the field. If you're sitting in the middle of that, believe me, your mind is on nothing else. Inside row with the advantage. Jeff Salibi up the inside. Tim Maloney to take over second. Darrell Ward up to third. Phil Weeks up to fourth. Jimmy Emerson looking to take over that 5th place position as he races to the low side of Ed Strong. High Point man Kevin Durkin still hung deep in the pack. Darrell Ward set spin in turn 1. The 5 and the 10. Ed Strong and Dave Bath. Bath is underway, but Ed Strong unable to refire the 10. Fire from the exhaust now as he attempts to restart that car. And finally gets it back underway. Evidently loaded up with fuel and was unable to restart the car. Finally got it going. Will rejoin the tail end of the lineup. All clear from atop the flag stand. 8 laps down. 22 to go. And once again, Jeff Salibi will have to square off with Tim Maloney as they occupy the front row. Flagman says hold it even. He points to turn 4. They pick up speed. Green is out. Jeff Salibi once again. Rookie in the number 40 with all kinds of pressure now from Tim Maloney. Maloney trying to take it over as he puts a half car length ahead. They come together out of turn number 4. Tangle once again right in front of the pack. And drivers do a fantastic job of getting by the number 40. Not quite so fortunate was the number 69. But both drivers, Jeff Salibi and Tim Maloney, not wanting to give up that lead position. In the number 9. They will bring the field to turn 4 as we look for a start. Blackman Eddie Walsh points to turn number 4, says hold it even. Green is out. Darrell Ward from the inside shows the way. Bill Weeks to second. Jim Emerson is third. Spin on the backstretch. The 0, Gary Clough, gets it turned about and backed up into the infield. Meanwhile, Darrell Ward trying to hold on to a slight advantage over Jim Emerson. Emerson dives beneath the number 80 and a spin by Weeks in the number 9. Bill Weeks sitting broadside coming out of turn number 4 will require the caution once again. Have the 0 of Gary Clough still sitting just off the track at the middle of the backstretch. Starting in the 13th starting position, now up to 3rd position, the 07 Doug Shores. Pace car on the infield pit road. Cars pick it up to turn 4. Green is out. Jim Emerson with the advantage. Battle now for second. Doug Shores to the low side of Darrell Ward. Jim Emerson looking for his 4th Super Sportsman main event. Doug Shores looking for win number 6. Danny Palmer up to 3rd. Chris Rule looking to take over the 4th place position as he races to the low side of the number 80. Problems on the Steve Howard 03 as he is apparently headed back on the pit road. Down. The cars are in lap number 15, so they are coming to the halfway point. It will be 15 down, 15 to go as they cross the stripe. Jim Emerson continues to show the way. All kinds of pressure from the winningest car in the division, the lone Ford, the 07 of Doug Shores. Then comes Danny Palmer in 3rd, Chris Rule is 4th, and Dave Sprague rounds out the 5th place position. Kevin Durgan now in a side-by-side battle with Richard Pelton in the 6th place position. Tango in the turn 1 and 2 area. Rex Garrett back underway after a spin into the infield with the number 24. Now the leaders will have to deal with the left car of Rex Garrett. Garrett takes it way down on the low side. Allows the leaders to get by. Continues to be Jim Emerson showing the way in the number 2. Doug Shores in second, gets it a little sideways out of turn number 4. Several of the drivers get sideways. Perhaps a tire going down on the 14 of Chris Rule as he was sideways out of the turn. Seemed to have to slow down, and apparently something amiss on the number 14 as he has had to get off the pace. Meanwhile, back up front, Jim Emerson continues to hold about a car length lead now over Doug Shores and Danny Palmer in third. The top three have broken away just a little bit. Richard Pelton trying to make a move on position number 4 as he works to the outside of Dave Sprague. Blackman indicates just 5 laps to go. It will be 25 down and 5 to go as they cross the stripe this time. Battle is for the 4th place position, held by Dave Sprague in the number 1, but he has all kinds of pressure from Richard Pelton in the number 27 and Kevin Durgan in the 7th. Richard Pelton having lost an engine in the number 27. A tangle on the backstretch. Dave Sprague has to back right out of it as he and the 27 came together. And something amiss on the number 1. Right front tire flat. He did a nice job of holding the car, but a tough break for the young man who will have to take the number 1 on a pit road. Top 3 remain: Jim Emerson, Doug Shores, Danny Palmer. Richard Pelton is 4th. Kevin Durgan runs 5th. White flag is down, 1 to go. Danny Palmer takes a look to the outside of Doug Shores. They are coming on to the number 14. Jimmy Emerson will have to make a bid either high or low. Tucks it right in, now goes high, will hang on to it. Jim Emerson captures win number 4. Doug Shores, Danny Palmer, Richard Pelton, and Kevin Durgan, your top 5. Down to collect the colors from flagman Eddie Walsh. Tonight's Super Sportsman feature event winner Jim Emerson will make his parade lap. And the hardware being collected by runner-up Doug Shores in the row 4 sponsored 07. And a fine run tonight by the number 93 and Danny Palmer. But tonight, the Forest City Chevrolet Super Sportsman Series goes to the youngster from Wyndham, Maine. Driving the Subway, Sandwich Shop, Able Power Equipment, Mark Stinson Realty, Photo Barn sponsored number 2, Jim Emerson. He returns the colors now to flagman Eddie Walsh. As Jim Emerson prepares to exit his car, we go trackside now.
Ladies and gentlemen, win number 4 for Jim Emerson. Seems like week after week, you're the first one to walk over here. Congratulations.
Well, thanks very much. I owe it all to the crew. I mean, my oldest brother David, he just works his heart out, and Sean Potter and Todd Mean that owns the car, Joey, Billy, Kenny, anybody that I hope I don't forget anybody. I'll tell you, they do a super job. Only thing I got to do is just buckle in and just go around here for 30 laps, and it's pretty an easy job.
How do you react to something coming out of the final turn or going into the 3rd turn and you come up behind the 14 who was spun, he was losing some time, and you know that Doug Shores is right there? What do you do to prepare for that?
Well, what I try to do is, if we're coming up to a lap car, I can see him ahead of me and I try to judge it. And usually I'll run, if I come up onto him, it's only like coming out of 4. I'll just set my car out a half the groove, and you know, it kind of blocks the track. You shouldn't do that, but on the last lap you don't have much choice.
Did you think you could hold it this time? Because Shores was right there.
Well, halfway through the race, going into turn 1 here, me and the 1 car got together. He chopped me down, and hey, it's a racing accident, and messed the towing up in the car, so the car wasn't real fast tonight.
fast enough for first. And win number 4, we congratulate you. Arnie Maeda from Maeda Construction has the trophy.
Congratulations from the Maeda Construction family. It's your win.
I appreciate it, and me and Mike Maeda are real good friends, and so I can kind of rub this in his face now. I've been 7 years trying to get one of these big trophies, and I finally done it tonight.
Congratulations, Jim. Ladies and gentlemen, win number 4, Jim Emerson. Number. This time, if you take your ticket stubs out, Arnie Maeda is going to reach in and pull a lucky number.
And Bradbury, the 63, Steve Clough. The number 4, Michael Weskin. The 44, Robert Dimmick. In the number 20, Larry Moyer. The 911, Scott Dumont. The 17, Willie Bennell. The 78, Charles Tripp. The 86, Norman Harris. Bill Panetti in the number 6. Chris Warming in the 85. The 29, Todd Fitz. The 52, Jim Cramlin. The 77, Chris Day. 66, John Waterhouse. The 12, Lawrence Emery. 22, Wayne Hall. The 40. Rainey Gerard in the number 15 with an impressive run to the front. Putting all kinds of distance now on Ray Leach Jr. He is followed by Michael Nest in position 3. Car nearly stopped in turn 1. The drivers do a nice job of getting out and around that car. The number 15, your leader, out of turn number 4 and down the front stretch. About a half straightaway lead, better than a half straightaway lead now. Michael Ness now going to the outside of Ray Leach Jr. They go at it wheel to wheel for position number 2. Ray Leach Jr. to the low side. Michael Nest on the high side. Out of turn number 4, side by side. Michael Nest takes over the runner-up position. Ray Leach Jr. goes third. Tangle on the backstretch will require the caution flag. Cars all over the place. Mark Bernier. 9th, Bill Panett, and 10th, Rainey Gerard, your leader in the number 15. Flagman says pick it up just a little bit. Looking for a start over in turn number 4. Green is out. Rainey Gerard in the number 15. Back at the point. Followed by Michael Ness. Then comes Ray Leach Jr. Todd Fitz up to challenge Steve Clough. Tangle in between turns 3 and 4. Todd Fitz gets turned about in the number 29. Michael Nest in the 67 is second. We have 3 wide racing on the backstretch. For that third place position, Ray Leach Jr. now going at it wheel to wheel with Steve Clough. Steve Clough takes it over. And by the number 7 into the infield. Michael Ness now reining in the number 15 of Rainey Gerard. The number 44, Robert Dimmick, takes over the third place position. Now the spin between turns 3 and 4. Cars begin to get stacked up over there in the area right between turns 3 and 4. That puts the field under caution once again. Almost ready to get it back to green flag racing. Rennie Gerard on the pole in the number 15. To his outside, Michael Nest in the number 67. Green is out. This time, Michael Nest takes it over from the outside as he finds a way out and around. Rennie Gerard in the number 15. Michael left it up into the infield. Going to come right back out again in the number 4. Keeps it underway. We have car stalled over in the turn 3 area. That will put the field under caution once again. In that pole position. Cars picking up the pace. Green is out. This time the advantage from the outside. Steve Pluff in the 63. Have a spin by the number 60 right at the entrance to pit road. Side by side battle, Steve Pluff and Michael Nest. 5 laps to go. Michael Nest takes it over once again from the inside. Spin on the backstretch. The number 38. Lyman McKay, I believe that was. That is the point leader. And he hasn't had that happen too many times. He has a sizable point lead. Flagman indicates it will be just 2 laps to go this time by. Michael Nest, your leader. Then the 63, Steve Pluck, and the 15, Rennie Gerard, your top 3. Getting up there to challenge the number 44, Robert Dimmick once again, makes his presence known in the top group. Car right out in front of the leaders, and a tangle. Coming to the white flag, Michael Ness, slight advantage over Steve Pluck. Caution flag will prevail once again as we have a car stalled in turn number 4. Back on the green once again. Michael Ness continues to show the way. Cars tangle out of turn number 4. They're coming to the white flag. Michael Ness, your leader. After that, I think it's anybody's guess. Cars tangle, racing 3 wide down the backstretch. Checkered flag is out. Cars sideways out of the turn, and whether or not the 7 is a lap car, we don't know. We'll have to wait for the official word. Well, good example of why we call these cars the Wild and Woolly Wildcats. Well, it was the number 7 at the line. That's Joe Hennessy, squeezing by Michael Ness to grab tonight's Wildcat main event. Didn't take over that lead until the very last lap, coming to the checkered flag. And I believe with that, he captures his first Wildcat feature event of the season. Just squeaking out the lead over Michael Ness. Down to collect the hardware and record it for the record book. Ladies and gentlemen, that brings to a conclusion tonight's race meet. And as always, we're glad that you've decided to spend your Saturday night here at the Beech Ridge Motor Speedway.